Leon Schuster.
Can I borrow that?
Like you've never seen him before.
Leon Schuster, or should I say, shucks, it's Schuster.
Oh, shucks, that's it.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for the opportunity, Tanya.
Yes.
I really appreciate it.
I have to say, you've been in this game for 3 decades, and
Yeah.
you're still at it.
Yeah, you know, if you're creative, you're always on the go, and I don't think there will ever be a word in your vocabulary like retiring. I'm a pensioner now, I told you that. I'm 67 years old.
Wow.
I
don't
get,
look it, eh?
I get half-price movies, I get half-price parking, I can park in disabled lots, so it's fine, but I'm not going to stop until I fall over.
Let's chat more about the movie. Your latest work, Frank and Fearless, of course, lots of comedy, but quite a contentious topic.
You know, it was a very, very difficult script to write this. Gray and I got this idea that we want to make a comedy with a central theme, the poaching of the rhino. And we wrote draft after draft after draft, and everybody, the potential investors, said, no way, you cannot mix comedy with a serious issue and a sensitive issue like rhino horn poaching. But we persevered and persevered and persevered and weer. And finally, we knew we had a script.
Hello, Fiona. Do you want a scratchy? Hello, Rhino.
I mean, Leon, this is so in our faces these days, the topic of rhino poaching. It's very topical at the moment. And I suppose as a comedian, producer, director, you can use your voice to bring across these important issues.
That was exactly the intention. And since I've been involved and I learned so much, we worked with an organization called Rhino Pride, and I got to know so much about how they go about getting the poachers and those terrible visuals of those rhinos lying there, some of them still kicking alive with a horn chopped off, you know.
Scratchy, scratchy.
What an incredible cast you have. You have Timon Thuli, you have Kanye Bao in there, David Dennis.
And Kenneth Mkhosi plays the Barry, and then Timba. Yeah, it's a lekker cast.
I remember your work from back in the day, you know, when you did that candid camera kind of movies, and I completely loved you. Everyone laughed the minute they saw you in some form of a character trying to trick somebody. My favorite was the guy that you tricked with the yogurt.
Smaak me het Engels hier op mijn tong gepiepie. Ja, dat
Het op mijn piepie gaat. Op mijn tong gaat piepie.
Did you ever know back then this is what you wanted to do in life?
I certainly thought about it. And I was pranking since I was very, very small. I pranked my mom, I pranked my brother. And my pranking instincts came from my mom because she comes from a, we call it in Afrikaans, a gatskeer family, pranking family. And she played many tricks on me, you know, like putting a flippin' cricket in my hamburger, you know, or putting a whole bunch. My dad was a fisherman and he would dig up these large earthworms, earthworms, and then putting them under my pillow, you know. And then
That's so funny. So we have to thank your mom.
absolutely, and she's 97 years old now. Can you believe it? And she's still doing quite well. Yeah,
Well, I have
I'm
to
so
take my hats
thankful.
off. The genes are good in your family then, hey?
Oh, thank you. This jeans.
I've been stalking you on Instagram, and I saw some nice throwback pictures of when you were younger, and you used to play rugby.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Today, still, rugby is a major thing in my life, you know. I used to play for the university's first team, the Shimlers. I played one game for the Free State. I never got my colours because you've got to play 3 games before you can actually get your Free State colours. But the guy that was my opponent was a Springbok hooker, so there was no chance for me.
My prince. Yeah? Wat sal jy gaan taal? Kom bel as hulle gaan joek. Go for me, bonehead. He knows my name.
You know, Leon, we know that you've nailed the movie business, but a lot of people, they do know that you've delved into music. You've got over, almost close to 30 albums.
Yeah. And I don't know why, but I stopped that. My movie career slowly just took over. In my younger days, I could handle both, but I'm missing it, you know, and I thought that after this movie, and hopefully it works, I can relax a little bit, do 2 things. Make another album, which must be very, very good. And the other thing I want to do, I want to tell the story of my life.
Just lastly, you know, of course, with the hope that this movie hits international screens, what is next for you?
I think, as I said, maybe I'm going to do this thing on stage with an audience, maybe do some motivational speaking, but also trying to find a new storyline for a new movie, which will be topical. Yeah.
Well, if you need a female actress, you know, a presenter or anything, call me.
Well, I
anytime.
didn't. I knew you. I've seen you, and I just didn't have the part for you. But
you're going to create a part.
Next time, you'll be in my movie. But you'll only know that you are in once you see the movie. And you say, but that's the guy that with a fat face.
No, don't trick me. Don't trick me.
Oh,
Leon, thank you so much for chatting to us today. It's been an absolute honor and pleasure meeting you in person.
The same for me, Tanya. It's an honor for me. Thank you.